I'm taking a video. Yeah. Okay guys, this is part 2 of the flooded Polaris repair. Just got back from Princess Auto. Got some supplies here. Some of this is unrelated, but I did get 2 really nice sets of Allen keys. Princess Auto metric set made by Grip. Grand Rapids Industrial Products. All end on them. So I got 2 sets, and I got the standard set as well. Always come in handy, and I think these were like $5.99 from Princess Auto. Great place to get tools. Awesome. And of course, got 2 brand new dome lights, or light RV lights, because I need to replace a couple lights in Cherry Pie. What else we got? Now this fuel line here is a little bit, the lines that go down into the tank are kind of like flimsy, like floppy fuel lines. So I got fuel primer line. I think that's the right type of fuel line to use to go down into the tank. It seems like what was already there. As you remember, that was all cracked up and disintegrated into the tank, and we washed out the tank. And so we got 2 of those, one for the reserve and one for the main fuel on. We got like 15 feet of regular 1/4-inch fuel line. And I got some more 1/4-inch fuel line. This is slightly lighter. This is from Princess Auto, this is from Canadian Tire, so I'm not sure. This just seems a little bit more pliable and nice to work with, I guess. But then I got this fuel pump, or pump, this siphon transfer pump kit. On a whole kit. Seems like it comes with a lot of stuff for getting fuel out of tanks, and I have a feeling I'm going to be doing a lot of that this summer. And this was like, I think this kit was like $7.99 on sale. So Princess Auto, great place. And then also, this was from Canadian Tire. I need some of these little clamps here. And I didn't really know what these are called, but apparently they're called Quick Connect Hose Clamps. Very, very expensive at Canadian Tire. This is in their help section, but I think it was like $8 for that. So complete rip-off. Somebody's making a lot of money. So let's get to work here. We're gonna, of course, we got fuel. My fuel tank is all cleaned out. Clean. You can see down inside. Nice and clean. Still gotta figure out this fuel level sensor. We'll figure that out today. But we're gonna start by putting the fuel tank back in, reconnecting the filler hose. I'm also going to repair this part here, which is all damaged. So we got to put new hoses on here, new fuel line with the little pickups that go down into the tank. I like the way this fuel tank is designed. Got a kind of a low point right here. The reserve I'm going to put right down to the bottom of this tank. Then the main fuel line, I'll leave that dangling maybe somewhere around here. Before I go ahead and start connecting these to this connector here, what I'm going to do is just take the compressor and blow these lines out. I've got this attachment here, so up to the air hose, stick them on the lines, blow them out. This is disconnected, so it should just come up right out this opening here, or probably just out the bottom, I guess. Alright, so we got our reserve and main lines all hooked up. One goes further into the tank than the other. We've got the fasteners already in here, so it should be pretty straightforward. Gotta hook up the filler neck. Gotta find the, it looks like the hose clamp is still there, so it should be pretty straightforward. So next thing is we're going to reinstall this gas tank. Alright, here's a little trick I like to use. This part, connect that filler neck to the gas tank, can sometimes be challenging. So just put a little bit of soap right around this neck here, and that will make that whole process a lot easier. Alright, well, that was a huge pain in the butt. That took a long time to get in there, but finally got it in. Just had to use some muscle. Tried taking this oil tank off. That didn't really help. It really just was a lot of fiddling to get that to go in. And I've been looking at this gas gauge module. I don't think this is going to work. There's some pieces here missing and broken. You can see how it works, but I can also see that it will not work. Basically, there's between these two electrodes, depending on the position of this float here, will change the resistance. And we've got some wire wrapped around like a bobbin here, and there's a contact that makes contact with various parts of that finely wound wire, as you can see there. There's only one side that's connected. To summarize that up, I know that's not going to work. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get this, I'm going to put it back in just so it can cover over this hole. So I'm not expecting the gas gauge to work, but if I can actually get this thing running and in the water and having fun with it, I will invest in a new gas gauge module. This is all ready to put a battery in and some fuel in and see if she fires up. The only thing I did is I bypassed this, which says it's a fuel water separator in a manual, but it looks to me like it's supposed to be a fuel filter, but there is no filter in it. And it does look, I've cleaned it, it does look like it has a spot for a fuel filter to go. I'm not sure, I'm gonna have to do some more research into that, but we don't need a fuel filter where we're going. All these fuel systems nice and cleaned everything, so that should be fine if we just bypass that for now. And I don't want to put too much gas in it anyways. We'll figure that out later. So I just have that plumbed directly in. There's a little fuel filter here actually, so no worries. Alright, this battery's good and charged up. I've charged this up already. I'm just gonna give her a little bit more. Give her a little bit of refresh while I get some fuel down in here. Fuel down into the cylinders, I think, just to help it prime. these are going to be all wet. Still a lot of water in there, it looks like. That's disappointing. It's a lot of water, We did it! We did it, guys. I don't want to run it too long off the hose, off the water, but let's run it a bit more here.
What you doing?
I was fixing jet skis.
Ooh, it's
Right on. All the water out of the engine. I think I should put her in the water today. I don't want to run her too long off the hose without any water circulating, because we're already pushing our luck here with this engine. And I think all the water lines are hooked up. I don't see anything get disconnected here, but I've got also reinstall this battery properly. I'm not exactly sure how this is supposed to go. I think the battery goes in the battery tray, and then this electrical box goes on top of the battery. That's just, I've seen it that way in pictures. And we need to get a plug. So a few things we got to do here. We can't just like hit the road, although I'm not sure about this trailer, but I think it's probably okay. I mean, emphasis on probably. I would bet you the lights don't work. 100% the lights don't work, so maybe we'll toss it on that trailer. Lights probably don't work on that trailer either. I trust this trailer a little bit more. All my busted stuff here, everything's broken. Alright, well, I cleaned all the machines up. Cleaned them all up. Look at this blast from the past. Just love the way these things look. And cleaned the Polaris up as well. And actually, she's looking pretty good. Not bad. The Well, it looks much better than it did. Came out pretty good in the pressure washer. So we got a couple things we got to figure out here. Figure out the battery, how the battery mounts in, and I'm gonna get some fuel in the tank. And the main issue that I have right now is with my trailering game. This trailer is not very good, and I'm not super motivated to hook this up and take this down the highway. This one tire here is pretty cracked up, and I wouldn't want to get out onto the highway and have a tire fail. So I gotta figure that out. And I'm not really sure with this axle how these tires hook up, so check the lights and try and deal with some of these smaller little issues, and hopefully we can get this thing on the water tomorrow. Hey Zoe? Zoe was swimming this morning, eh? Go for a swim? Alright, we gotta do an engine swap in this one. I think we'll have to see. Some mystery going on with this one here. She works for a little bit and then shuts off. I have a feeling the crank seals are gone on that. And this guy here, this girl runs beautifully, so we'll try and get her fired up today. Oh, you're getting old, eh? Still got a lot of energy though. Oh, big stretch. Big stretch. Okay. Okay. You were swimming yesterday, weren't you? You swam quite a lot. Did you have your breakfast? Did you have your breakfast? You want some breakfast? Yeah. You want some breakfast? Okay. Okay, let's get you some brekkie. We'll get Zoe some breakfast. And so we've got the machines all tarped up. That's going to be the end of this video. Polaris is looking real good, as well as all the other machines. Everything's looking great. It's always raring to go, ready to hit the lake. But there's just some small little things I gotta take care of. My trailer game right now is brutal, so I've gotta fix. I'm gonna put the Polaris on this double trailer with my GTX, which runs beautifully, and I'm gonna take that XP off, put that on that little trailer because we're gonna do an engine swap on that. I bought a brand new battery for this guy here, and a drain plug. I'm gonna put some gas in it, put it on this trailer. We gotta fix up this trailer a little bit, and then we're gonna hit the water in part 3. Part 3, so stay tuned for part 3 of this video series, and Zoe will be ready to go, ready to hit the lake. And bye for now from you, Auto Scotty and Zozers. You want a treat? Okay. Destroyer of treats. We'll see you soon, guys. See you in part 3.